Let's take this conversation all the way back to 2016. And if you will, just set the stage for the listener. What were the market conditions? What was the competitive landscape? What was the need that you saw Jencap being able to fill at the time?
Jencap is really the genesis and the result of a group of us starting another company called WTCI, Wholesale Trading, back in 2010. And we had kind of flipped the insurance wholesale dynamic upside down. Instead of going after thousands of clients, we wanted to go after a handful and do a bunch of business with them very quickly. A super high level of service commitment was made, and we were pretty successful pretty quick. And part of that was we did a lot of data sharing with our handful of clients that we started with. And so guys that started the company at the time were people like Joe Hayes, Chris Bauer, Sean Burke, Bruce Norris, Les Ross. We got off to a really fast start, and those guys did a phenomenal job of taking care of those clients like we said we were going to, and keeping up to much higher standards than most wholesalers were providing at that point in time. And after about 5 years of running out WTCI, we weren't set up to handle small business. We were set up to handle their bigger accounts. And quite frankly, some of our clients got a little bit frustrated that we wouldn't be able to handle any of their smaller business. And actually those guys I just listed were kind of getting a little bit frustrated that they were just basically going and cherry picking the biggest accounts and couldn't work on the smaller accounts. So honestly, Jencap in 2016 is derived from our need to be able to place small business. And to do that, we knew we needed to get into the binding authority business. And back in 2016, binding authority business was not done by the national brokers on a national level. The binding authority carriers had a very regional, local format and appointment system. So we knew to start it would be very difficult from scratch. Number one, to get the appointments would have been difficult, and to get the scale and the coverage for our clients would have been a decade-long process. And so we decided that the right thing to do was go out, raise money, and go out and acquire what we needed. And we spent the better part of a year interviewing, I think, every private equity firm in the world. At least that's what it felt like. And we came up with a great relationship with the Carlyle Group. We were their only startup ever, so it took them a long time to convince them that we were going to be able to pull this off. Once we got the sponsorship of Carlyle, we got out fast and furious and made, I think, 3 or 4 acquisitions within the first 6 months. And then we just kept going from there. And it's been a great run. We'll made, I think, our 23rd acquisition. We're in the process of 24 and 25th acquisition right now. And we're looking at being, hopefully north of $4.5 billion in premium. And when we started, we were probably, I don't know, maybe 300 million, something like that. So it's been a terrific run.